Hey guys, today I'm tackling a small bathroom floor with these Hexagon tiles. They look incredible, but as the thumbnail suggests, figuring out this pattern had me scratching my head at first. But luckily I found a few tricks that made the whole process much easier. So let's jump into it. So before starting, I made sure the floor was completely flat, which is a must for Hexagon tiles really. If you're curious about how I self-leveled this floor, then check out the link in the description below. First up, I primed the surface to remove any dust and improve the tiles bond. And since this floor is quite small and solid, I won't be using uncoupling membrane on this one. Here's the tile I'm using, a standard 10mm porcelain with a 4-stripe pattern. The plan shows a repeating design that looks simple at first, but trust me, it's trickier than it seems. I always like to start by dry laying the tiles to recreate the pattern and check my layout. At first, I had to constantly refer to the drawing. It felt like I couldn't place a single tile without double checking. To stay on track, I started numbering each tile to make sure they were in the right spots. For setting out, I chose to align the tiles square to the shower tray. Since the door is at a 45-degree angle and the other walls don't seem very square, this ensures the most visible area looks neat. Even if some cuts near the walls are irregular, most of them are covered by sanitary ware and bathroom fittings. Dry laying the tiles and squaring them up took about an hour in the end, which is actually the time I thought I'd had this whole floor tiled. So using a 10mm trowel, I spread adhesive on the floor, back butted each tile and followed my guidelines. Spacers help to keep everything square. Cutting the hexagons even at angles is pretty straightforward with the right tools. Check the description for a link on my video on marking and cutting hexagon tiles. Once I started sticking down the hexagons, I realised I needed a clearer system, otherwise I'll be here all night. So that's when I decided to add small pieces of tape to every repeating tile in the pattern. This simple trick was an absolute game changer that made everything literally click. Suddenly I could see the repeating design and the process from there sped up dramatically. And by the end, the pattern looked pretty seamless, and I used a gunmetal grey grout to tie it all together nicely. Now it may have taken 4 times longer than I expected, but seeing the finished result made it all worth it. So that's another bathroom done. If you're considering hexagon tiles like this, don't let the patterns intimidate you. Once you get going, they do become a lot more clearer, and most patterns are a lot more simpler than this one. Thanks for watching guys, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.